Yes, people. What's going on? Seagull Talks Football. We are back again with another video. Today on Vibes from the Six, Arsenal are going to be facing Fulham away. A tricky game. Every year for the last couple of years has been a very tricky tie. So we need to hopefully win this game, and we need to continue to push on for this title. You got Manchester United facing Liverpool away. They're going to be going to Anfield for a big game. Liverpool have dropped 3 games in a row. Manchester United just won their last game, so it's going to be very tricky. Chelsea have to go beat Forest after righting the wrongs of their last result. After winning against Liverpool, they need to continue to keep the ball rolling versus Forest, of course. And then we can talk about Tottenham, we can talk about everything else, but there's a lot of extracurriculars that's gone on during this international break we need to get into also. And of course, today's channel sponsor is none other than OK Jersey. If you guys want to get all these beautiful kits, you guys can get them from, of course, OK Jersey for a discount price. And also, this is a channel sponsor for this month. I know I've seen some of you guys commenting about it, but of course, the channel sponsor is helping out the channel. And of course, if you guys want to help out, you can also do that and get yourself a discounted kit. But yeah, before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's get this show started the right way. We got Ahmed in the building, Chelsea fan in the house. We got Jay in the building. And boys, before we get started talking about anything else, what do you think of the international break? Because I feel like every international break, people are complaining. But this one, I've seen way more complaints than I've ever seen before. People saying they're done with football content. They're just tired of it. It's like, it's been really, everyone's really opened their eyes to debate content.
Can I just be honest? I feel like a lot of people, with all due respect, they just need to find another hobby, mate. You know what I mean? That's what it's down to. You know what I mean? People need to realize there's life outside of football. I mean, that's all I have to say. Like, when the international break is over, I have a lot of other stuff that I like to enjoy. That's what people need to start doing. We don't need to, start getting very philosophical in regards to different sort of things at the end of the day. And listen, quite simply, in regards to whatever we do here, whether it be debating or content, I always try to come through it, with a level of sincerity. So I like to hope everyone else is doing the same. But listen, everyone's got their own content. It is what it is. But guys, we need to fight in the international break. I think it's called international break for a reason. Let's take a break and then come back later. That's what I'd probably just say to people.
Hey, I got my little boy between the age of 2 and 3 started in football. So Project Mbappe starts now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, this part of us to do. That's why I really feel like we should use the international break to actually take a break. You know what I mean? That's it, man.
I did see a lot of crash outs, and I think the crash outs is, let's be honest, TikTok content has become the norm across the board now.
You know what? I feel like an old man here. Like, as in, for me, I barely watched any football across this international break. Like,
me
barely.
Too, bro. That's what I'm saying. I've taken a break.
People pimped me out for content. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, like to fill the gap. Like stick Jay on the stream for an hour. We'll figure it out. But no, just I think like even just international breaks, I can see why they want to just group it together and reduce a window, because they've tried with the Nations League, they've tried with obviously qualifiers, everything. It's just not that interesting. Do you know what I mean? People have
Nigeria's group was interesting. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, so obviously, like, Nigeria finished second in the group.
Yeah, and Benin was first. They won their last game. They were celebrating that they're going to the World Cup. They just had to get a win or a draw versus Nigeria. They lost 4-0, and South Africa are now going to the World Cup, confirmed. And Nigeria is going to play Gabon, even though Gabon got the second most points out of all the second place teams. It doesn't get them to the World Cup. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's it'd be like that sometimes, but yeah, no, it's just looking forward to.
All right, let me start with England. There's a controversial argument going on England right now. It's Darren Bent came out and said he feels like Noni Madueke is a better fit for England than Jarrod Bowen. Do you agree with that?
No,
I agree with it. I think.
No, okay. Well done, but okay. So first of all, like I've seen the clip, right, and I think the first point what was being made was, okay, how many starts has Bowen had? How many opportunities to start has Bowen had? And that's a big first point. Second thing is obviously like team, context, all that sort of stuff. So it starts with, do I think that who's a better player? Well, I think Bowen's a better player, right? So if you're then going to say to me, okay, who do I think is a better fit for England? Well, I haven't seen Bowen have 4 starts for England. Do you know what I mean? I haven't seen Bowen have the opportunity. I will say Madueke is busy, can do stuff in it. But do you remember when Andros Townsend was getting England caps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I think Madueke is better than Townsend, but I think it's that kind of energy where it's like you can have a player who's in form and you're plugging him into the team and he can add something. But you know, Madueke is never a better player than Bowen to me. So it's very, it's like if you were to a lower example. I'm not trying to say it's the same level, but it's like, oh, I think Ollie Watkins is a better fit for England than Kane. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, I mean, you can make an argument there, but the better player is the better player. Do you know what I mean? So it's
I think I'm going to put it a little bit differently here. I think the reason why I would probably take Bowen over Madueke, and I would even say this, by the way, this is non-biased aside, even if he's still a Chelsea player, it's quite simply the fact that Bowen is a steady Eddie, right? He consistently gets a consistent amount of goals in the league. He's a consistent performer, right? The one thing I can't guarantee you, Madueke, as of right now, is consistent performances, right? And I think when you're playing for England, you want a guy that you know what you're getting out of. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? I'm getting this out of him. I know what he's gonna give me. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think if you look at it more from the point of view of, okay, you're saying we want to platform other players. So if you're saying, okay, I want to play Madueke because he's like the chips, the rice, the vegetables, because you've got Kane, you've got like Saka, you've got other players who are going to give you the GA. And, you know, someone like Madueke can just keep going. I can see the argument for that. Yeah. But I also think that Bowen is a player where it's like the team structure, like if you had like a Gordon on one side and a Bowen on the other, and then a Kane up front, I think that would still work. Do you know what I mean? Like, because but it's just a case of saying, I don't think Bowen's going to go, and I think Madueke is going to go, and I don't think it's wrong for Madueke to go. But if you say, and I guess indirectly, that might be agreeing with the point. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's not that he's a better fit for England, but it's like, if you want to take a player who's a second choice player but has the potential to start, and you've seen him play, then I can kind of get it. But I think it's a bit unfair on Bowen because he hasn't really had the same amount of minutes for us to make a full judgment. Do you know what I mean?
My take is very simple. I think Jarrod Bowen is a better player, but not necessarily the best fit to play the way that they want somebody to play in that system. He's not a striker, and he's not an out and out winger for England the way that they need a winger to come back, play 1-2s and then run in behind. He's not that guy, in my opinion. He's a goal scorer. He's in and around the box. He might be a better goal scorer, but his all-around play won't necessarily get the best out of him for England. And it's been proven why. There's a reason why Noni Madueke started when Saka wasn't there. There's a reason why he's getting more starts, even under Southgate. It's just he doesn't fit the way that they want that position to be played. And you don't necessarily always take the best player. Sometimes if England didn't take the best players, maybe the golden generation would have done better because they didn't play the best. They played the best players, but they didn't play necessarily the best fit. And this is where England probably go wrong sometimes. Because look at that Spanish team that won all those the World Cup and the Euros back to back. They didn't necessarily play the best players. They played the best available players that could play in each position. Like they went for the best fit in each position, not necessarily the best player in each position. And that goes across the board for a majority of winners. You always see somebody getting sacrificed that's really good, coming off the bench, making a difference in these tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the argument. I mean, I've been, rationalized it a little bit. I think I'm less like that was a wrong statement as I was with it open. I'd probably go 50-50. I think Bowen probably would need more games, but you make a good point about the the fit, like it's almost like you can be a playmaker winger or you can be a running behind winger. And it's like Bowen is neither. So it's a bit like, how do you fit in? Foden will have a similar issue as well.
Yeah. Facts. Let's talk about this next one. You brought it up. You want to introduce it? Mateta's video.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Zaha video, by the way?
Yeah, so the Zaha Mateta
I could play it, but there's music in the background.
Yeah, but I think you'll be okay.
No, there's music in the background. I don't want to get risked. So basically, Mateta spoke in a press conference, and he said something across the lines that
let me find the exact quote while
I have it right here.
Okay,
so and you can see the videos. Zaha's videos right here. He's literally
just shows me that
he's going off. But basically, Mateta spoke about how in the France he spoke about the France team in the dressing room at Palace back in the day, and teammates like Wilfried Zaha who were laughing.
Yeah.
And then Zaha then did this video on Mateta, and in this video he clearly states that he spoke to him.
See the time playing like Palace and all these people were watching me. It's clear that they weren't happy for me because I never made anyone feel like shit. I never, like, everyone knows me. Like, the only time on the pitch is when I'm passionate and all that stuff. But I'd never bully someone or say someone won't make it here or won't make it at all or nothing like that. So it's like, it's disgusting when I see someone that I thought was a friend do that.
Basically, he's saying you're trying to do a come up story off my name, which is disgusting.
So I just want to say I think Zaha's an absolute bozo here, right? Yeah. I think he's an absolute bozo. I've seen some of the people online. I'm going to explain to you exactly why I think. Because in the quote that I've seen, he said, "At Crystal Palace, I wasn't even playing. I spoke about the France team in the dressing room, and I had teammates like Wilfried Zaha who were laughing. They said I was mad to even think about the France team when I wasn't playing at Palace, but I responded that it was my objective and I simply had to show what I could do." Okay? To me, that's not a particularly bad statement. Yeah? It's like if you make a take. Yeah? If I say United are going to win the league and United finish 15th, the next season someone could like laugh at me and say your take was wrong. Yeah? You made a bad take. Yeah? The guy bet on himself and he was right. Do you see what I mean? Like, you guys were kekkekeing in the dressing room. Yeah, you guys, what's going on, Russ? I said, you guys were kekkekeing in the dressing room when he was second choice striker at Palace and wasn't scoring. You loved it then. You were joking then. But when he makes the France squad and says, oh, they were laughing at me, but I made it, you're now in your feelings. Nah, bro. Like
it makes him look like an idiot.
Bro, I see people saying, oh, why did he say Zaha's name? Listen, think about it, yeah? I was thinking about this, yeah? Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is the explanation, right? Why would he say Zaha's name? Zaha was probably the biggest player at Palace when he first got there, yeah? 2021, I think at least say that, but it was just starting, coming up, whatever. So Zaha's the biggest player. So the biggest player, yeah? And who here, knowing what we know of Zaha, thinks that when Mateta said, I'm going to play for France, Zaha didn't laugh in his face? Yeah?
I'll be honest, I would have laughed in his face as well.
Of course Zaha would have laughed in his face. Yeah? And
I lied to you meetings ago. I'll be laughing in his face.
Of course Zaha's going to laugh in his face. And other player, he's saying, okay, so the biggest profile player at Palace at the time didn't think I was going to make it. Bro, that is his story. That is his experience. Why would he not have the right to talk about it? Yeah, like if you remember, the dressing room didn't thinking you could do it and you did it, you just have to hold that,
bro. It's even less deep than that. No one would even hold this against Zaha if he didn't do a video.
You know what it is? You know what?
For where Mateta was, it wasn't even a mad thing for you to say Zaha. Nobody thought that bad of you for laughing. Yeah.
The problem is
like, oh my God, Zaha, you're such a terrible teammate.
To me, it just shows Zaha's very sensitive. He's in a weird place.
Zaha's always been
criticism in America. In case you guys don't know, in the MLS, he's getting criticism because he's not playing well, and his MLS team people are cussing him on a regular basis. He scored 1 goal in 1 game and said, "Look at what I can do to the people in the city."
The thing about Zaha, you need to understand, yeah, because he's been like this for a very long time. Zaha's always been like, I don't want to call it a crash out per se, but he's very hot tempered.
This is definitely a crash out.
Yeah, he's always been like that, man. I remember Chelsea fans will remember the time when I think it was Tuchel's second season when we played Crystal Palace and like Reece James did a little finger of him and had the little lock sign, and he said, you know, man, we play one gig against me or something like that, yeah, and then they start talking shit.
But like this.
Yes. So like I feel like for him in general, he's always been like this. So it's not surprised to me that he's acting this way.
I think he's also being quite disingenuous because at no point did Mateta indicate that he took it anything other than they just
motivation.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think Mateta never said like Zaha was a dickhead for saying it or blah blah. There was never anything that Mateta actually said around it. But Zaha's like, for you to say like I didn't think you. I'm like, brother, like you laughed. Your defense is other people laughed. Are we in high school? Like, what do you mean? If your only defense
you
is
literally confirmed what he said.
That's what I said. He confirmed it, but he said other people were laughing. So I'm like,
you know what happened to me at work? One guy abused me on the phone as I was working, and then next thing you know, he cussed me out, and then he called back to confirm what he said to somebody else.
He spun the block.
So he basically said, what do you call it? People like you get punched in the mouth if you speak like that to me over in person.
Wow.
At work, I'm on the phone. That's and then ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just reading out a number to you. I'm telling you this is the number you need to call for this bullshit, and you need to do this, and this is how you're gonna get it sorted. And then it's like,
are you comparing Wilf Zaha to this man?
Yeah. So when I used to work at a call center,
person X.
So this is what I did when I worked at this call center. I basically told this guy what to do. He cussed me off. 2 days, the same minute after I hung up, I said, I'm not taking this. You literally are abusing me on the phone. I hung up. Next thing you know, he calls back, said, I wasn't trying to be abusive. I was just telling him he's going to get punched.
Semantics. But yeah, no, just
long story short, he ended up getting fired and he told on himself twice.
That's also a bit chicken shit as well, right? Like,
But yeah, just finishing on this Zaha thing, like, right. So I want to hear what you think, because I'm like, for me, I couldn't believe I was seeing people on the internet being like, "Oh, Zaha's in the right."
Bro, people defend anything, man.
Bro, I was like, what? I was like, you said he wouldn't make it to the France team, or you laughed about it. He made it to the France team. He referenced the fact that you once upon a time said it. That's the whole big all and end all. But now you're making it more of it. Oh, he talks about me.
Where's
well, you said it. But like, why do you, bro? You said the thing. You laughed. So
I only saw Zaha's kind of response as he was walking through an airport or whatever it was. When Mateta said it, was he saying it in a jovial way, or in what way was it actually said? Like, because if he was just saying it as like a throwaway comment, and all of a sudden Zaha has taken it to heart, then it's also a little bit insecure, a bit of insecurity. Like, that's not even really criticism of it. It's like
it's his friends. It's his friends call up. He's excited. He just tells a story about now I've made it, and Zaha took it as he was the only person. Anyways, people, you ask for Hamza, he arrives. Let's get into it though. We got a lot to talk about today. I think we should maybe start with Spurs. Spurs, Aston Villa. This is a grudge match. You guys always go head to head every year. Seems like a big battle. No, Unai Emery's Aston Villa and Spurs have been going toe to toe a lot lately.
Yeah, it kind of goes back and forth with the wins. Like Villa beat us, we beat them.
They beat you at your ground, you beat them at their ground. It's a mad thing.
Yeah, I'm confident though. I'm confident. We need a good performance at home. Like, come back from international duty. Everyone's more or less fit.
Any major stories around Tottenham?
So Paratici's back. Paratici's officially back. So we've got two.
Wise man once said to me, "Does Paratici even do anything, or does Berta even do anything?" That's what you said to me at the beginning of summer, right?
No, I didn't. I don't think I said that. I think I said it's easy buying players. It's difficult to sell players. Let's see how he does selling players, and he didn't really sell anybody.
Come on, you said we wouldn't get 6 players. I'm delusional.
No, because I didn't think it was feasible that you would have such a large squad. because you haven't had the large squad over the
And
last few
here I
years.
am making it about Arsenal. I'm sorry, Spurs.
Of course, absolutely. But no, I was wrong. I was wrong. Arsenal did what they did too. But yeah, Spurs. Big.
Welcome, Hamza.
We're
Thank you. 1 second.
All right.
we're close to the top. Do you know what I mean? We gotta try and stay as close to the top as possible. Yeah, Paratici's back. We'll see how that impacts January. We had £100 million injection a couple of weeks ago. We'll see whether that's going to be transfer money for January. But yeah, no injuries going into this game. Villa at home. I'm gonna go like a 2-1, maybe 3-1 Spurs. I think we've got too much for them.
Clean sheet?
We could get a clean sheet. Villa don't. But the thing is Villa can give us a very similar game to what Bournemouth gave us if they position it right. But they just don't have the X factor of a Semenyo in their team. So I mean, Rodgers, if his upturning form maintains, Rodgers could obviously be a big problem. But I just think we should have too much for them. I'm not worried about them as a side. Like, say when you play Bournemouth, I'm a bit worried about Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at some of their players, I look at their threats, and I'm like, I don't look at Villa and I don't look at where they're going to hurt us for 90 minutes. This is so getting clipped back for next week, isn't it? I don't look at Villa where they're going to hurt us in a way where we shouldn't be too strong for them. So I'm gonna go 3-1.
Fairs. 3-1 Spurs. Wow. That is starting off the return quite well.
Jarrod, I'll be more worried about the home form if we don't beat them 3-1. So that's
who
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
play midweek in the Champions League?
I think Monaco away. I think maybe.
Big game. Anybody have anything to say on Aston Villa versus Spurs before we move on?
I think, listen, Spurs has been in. I think the best way to describe it has been middling form. I feel like it's been a lot of draws. I think that would you not say that's a bit fair to say? Been a few draws. Not really had the killer intent. But I feel like this is the best game actually for Spurs. To get that killer edge that I feel like they've missed in the past few games, in my personal opinion. I don't know about you.
What does Villa's 4-match winning streak mean?
Pardon?
We find out if Villa's winning streak means anything.
Who've they beat in that run?
Honestly, irrelevant teams.
Anyone decent?
I don't know. 2 Europa League sides and Burnley and somebody else.
League Cup. So yeah, I mean,
they're out the League Cup.
Yeah, so just on what you're saying, I think when we beat Leeds, that was quite a big win going into the window, so into the international break. So remember we won away at Leeds. It's our home form that we need to just. Do you know what I mean? We were all right against Wolves for the first half, but we weren't good second half. But we just need a good 90-minute performance, and I think we can get it.
Looking at the form chart, last 5 games, you guys are very similar form.
Nah, not even, bro. Like
you have 2 draws, right. They have 2 draws. You have 2 wins. They have 2 wins. You have 1 loss. They have 1 loss.
Yeah, but obviously we're playing better teams, innit? Champions League and stuff.
Oh yeah, true. Anyway,
game we're in the Champions League. Like, look at Burnley. Oh, Fulham. They beat Fulham. That was actually
yeah. But Fulham away is harder than Fulham at home. Fulham at home, they've been losing all their road games.
Yeah.
By the way, they don't have any major injuries. Doubtful. Ollie Watkins. Tillemans is out. That's their big miss.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Oh, that's good then. That's good. I feel
that's a big loss. That's basically
yeah. If Watkins is out, I'd feel very confident.
Watkins is going to probably be playing, but Tillemans is out. And I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. I think it's still going to be like a close game. You guys might not keep a clean sheet this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot tougher of an opponent. What are you guys saying? Score lines before we move on.
I'm going to say, listen, I think Spurs is going to get their mojo back again. I'm going to say 2-0 Spurs.
Is that Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. I haven't been that impressed with Villa this season. I haven't watched them super closely, but what I've seen, they've looked a little bit porous. And
all right. Should we start with Chelsea or should we start with Arsenal? What are you guys saying?
Probably start with Chelsea because you've got a big game. Fulham's a
go to
big game.
Chelsea. Chelsea play Forest. You have to write your. You have to. Didn't you lose to Forest last year?
No, they beat him in like the final game of the season. So
we beat them at home. We beat them at their own ground.
Oh yeah,
we drew at home and we drew with them at home.
Anyways, Chelsea have a big game. Forest haven't looked good. Ange is probably going to get sacked very soon. You could be the final nail in the coffin. What are you saying?
Honestly, again, it's going to be interesting. It's got quite a few injuries at Chelsea. I'm not even sure what the start 11. Half the squad's injured, mate. So I mean, I don't know where you want to even start. Like, you gotta take your pick. But
can I name them?
Yeah, you can name them, bro. Go ahead.
You got Cowell, Delap, Fofana, Palmer.
Fofana's not injured, mate.
You got what?
Wesley Fofana's not injured. What are you talking about? He's had concussion protocol. He's back.
Oh, okay. It's still saying he's out. What the hell?
I mean, that technically would be injured, though, still, wouldn't it?
No, he had concussion before the international break. That's why.
Let me just. Holy shit! These guys got a whole like ridiculous amount of people out. So Badiashile has a knock. Enzo has a.
Badiashile always has a knock.
Enzo's doubtful. Is Enzo injured?
Does he not have a knock?
Well,
Enzo's doubtful. Since when?
Enzo's got a knock, yeah. He's got a knock on his knee.
Achpon's doubtful. Reece James is doubtful. Levi Colwell's, of course, recovering from his knee injury. And boy, I seen the image of his leg. He has a lot of work to do, man. That is crazy.
But that's natural. That's what happens when you have an ACL injury, bro. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose mass in the leg.
I know. It's just when you see it like that, it's just so visible.
I broke my leg playing football. And so basically, I couldn't put weight on it for 10 weeks, and then 10 weeks and halfway. When you don't put weight, that was my right leg, and so I used to do sprinting when I was younger. So my thighs were quite developed, even if I do say so myself.
How long did it take for it to get back to normal?
About 6-7 months. But even then, 6-7, I wasn't exercising properly because like your muscle atrophies. It was weird, really weird. Seeing my right thigh like half the size of my left thigh. My left thigh is obviously naturally a little bit slimmer anyway. But then once you're back running or playing football or whatever, then these guys they'll be doing stuff to kind of mitigate that. They're professional footballers or professional athletes, so it'll take less time, but still.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not trying to take the piss or anything. If anyone's wondering, I'm literally just serious. Like that is, it's a shocking difference, and it's just I haven't seen it in a while. So I know what it looks like, but I haven't seen it in a while. So it just kind of reminds you that how much work they have to go through when they're recovering from injuries.
If anyone wants to see, there's like not infographics, like there's videos like computer generated imagery of what they do when you get an ACL, and it's actually pretty crazy. It's not like they fuse whatever's you got back together. They take a tendon or something from another part of your body, drill into your knee, and thread it through and fuse it together that way. So it's not even actually you're not just putting your ACL back together. You're getting rid of that ACL and you're putting something else in there, and they're drilling through.
Sometimes they even use like cadavers out. Sometimes, by the way, like they even use like that. Don't they use like sometimes
donors
from donors even or like even like dead bodies.
Okay. I know there's a couple of different ways. I can't remember who it was. I think it was maybe when Van Dijk, right? There was all these. Everyone becomes an expert when you're when one of your own players.
Everyone does the research, man. Everyone does the research.
There's this surgery method which is has a high recovery rate. Which one did he get? And they start speculating on all this kind of nonsense.
Yeah. Anyways, predictions.
I think. Listen, and then I still think we'll win this, and then they still got confidence.
Does Enzo play?
He probably will play. I think. Listen, I don't even know what my starting 11 is going to be right now. What I know is that Kukurea is probably going to play. Caicedo is probably going to play. Gusto is probably going to play. From the attack, I think João Pedro is going to be back fit and healthy. So for that game, but I think. Listen, I think with the way Nottingham Forest have been playing and everything like that, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice little cheeky 2-0 Chelsea. I probably will.
I think it's tough for Chelsea to keep clean sheets with the back line having so many injuries. And
ironically, I would tend to agree with you with that one. for some reason, I don't know what's been going on. Whenever we win, we usually aren't conceding for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. It's been one of the weird ones that's been happening as of recently. But I hear you.
Fair. So if you concede, do you think you're going to drop points?
It wouldn't. No, I think if we concede, it'd still be 2-1 or something like that because we just did that against Liverpool recently, and even West Ham, we beat them like 5-1. They scored first, so
yeah, I think, and the writing's on the wall. I think he's going to be gone soon, and it's going to be, what do you call it? Sean Dyche is going to be coming back to the Premier League just in time to face Liverpool. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Liverpool's going to, Chelsea's going to win. Anybody else have anything else to say on Chelsea and Forest? Unfortunately, Wolfie can't make it. He has a little baby nephew being born, and he's gonna go visit. So of course we wish Wolfie and his family congratulations on the new nephew. But yeah, Hamza, welcome, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Well, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Hamza's always here laughing, always smiling. Let's talk about Arsenal. Hamza, I seen your fan base. I seen Big Steve do a video making fun of Arsenal, saying, "How can we be scared of Arsenal?"
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you see his video?
Yeah, I saw the video. He said, yeah, he's funny guy. He said, yeah, it's true. I agree with everything what he said. Like in terms of what people are not disrespect, people are just saying what we've seen from the past. So you can only predict what's happened in the past, so that you can predict what you think is gonna happen. We've seen Arsenal coming close so many times, and they get close and they get close and they get close. And to me, they're not haven't achieved something. And we talk about major trophies. Like, okay, to me, some people might consider FA Cup as a major trophy. I don't consider it as a major trophy. I consider major trophies the World Cup, Euros, Champions League, and the Premier League. I'm sorry. Anyone can win the FA Cup. Sunderland can win it. Wigan can win it, man. Like, I'm not disrespecting FA Cup, but we're classifying what is a real major trophy. People say, "Oh, because it's old." Fine, I know it's a big trophy, but we're talking about major trophy. Like, yo, this is creme de la cremes are there. The creme de la cremes are there in the biggest tournaments, and I'll tell you what. I'm sorry to say, last time we saw, I had hair, I had an afro. Yeah, I was a little kid. I used to comb my hair. I used to buy Neutrogena TJ shampoo. Yeah, and that. Bro, that's the last time Arsenal. Bro, I was booking my barber. Look at my face.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was the last time Arsenal
taking the
won the league. I swear, I can show you photos, man. I was the guy, man. Literally.
Welcome, M.
Yes, boys.
Hamza, you know what? Allow it. We're gonna skip past the video. Let's talk about the actual Arsenal game. I think Fulham has been Arsenal's biggest menace over the last couple of years. Outside of the top six or not winning the league, Fulham has had a big part in us dropping points. In the 2003-2004 season, they beat us at their ground. Last season, we drew at their ground, and the year before that, I think we won. They beat us at their ground. We haven't been able to beat them lately, especially at their place. At our ground, even sometimes they took points off us. Fulham have been taking points off us, and Marco Silva, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's got a draw last year at his ground. He got a 2-1 win the year before that. And then he also got in 2023 August. He also got a 2-2 draw at the Emirates. So that's 3 games out of the last 4 where he's gotten a result against us. This is a very crucial game. We have to get the win. We can't mess it up. And I have a take. Nobody knows what this Arsenal team is actually capable of yet. Same way as Liverpool or Man City, because this whole season we've had to fight fires. Odegaard's injured now. We've had Havertz injured. Noni Madueke is injured. All these guys dropping down. We haven't actually got to see the players that we wanted to see in the right positions from the beginning. It's not an excuse. I'm just saying the whole time the managers had to fight fires. And now I kind of feel like I kind of have an understanding what the team's going to look like. I can finally feel like I can name a team and I kind of know what we're going to do. The back line picks itself. Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber with Raya. The midfield now kind of picks itself also. I don't know if we planned on playing Eze as a midfielder from the jump, but he's that 10. We have Rice and Zubimendi most likely going to play, or Rice and Moreno, whichever ones play. I do think it's going to be a combination of Rice and one of Moreno or Zubimendi, depending on what the fitness allows us to. And since Havertz is still out injured, and I think it's just going to go Saka, Trossard, and Gyökeres up top. And I hope that this is enough. And unfortunately for them, Munez is out injured until November, and Joao Jimenez might also be out injured. So they might be out two of their best strikers. So big advantage for Arsenal.
I remember this time last year when you were talking about when we were playing Fulham and you were bigging up Calvin Bassey, and you were saying
Calvin Bassey, big up Calvin Bassey every time. He's from course.
I've never heard you big up Calvin
Bassey. He went to the same school as my wife.
Last season.
As my wife. Big up Calvin Bassey every time. Shout out Forest Gate.
Big up Forest Gate.
Yeah, why are you laughing? That's where he's from.
I know Forest Gate. Forest Gate's down the road from me, but I've never heard anyone say big up Forest Gate.
Yeah, that's a new one. I can't lie.
Calvin
Bassey. Shout out Forest Gate. Shout out all the men over there. I'm always around there, man. Big up London. But yeah, Calvin Bassey's a real one. Who else is there? They have good defenders, man. They're a really good defensive team. But I still have confidence we're going to win. If anybody wants a score prediction from me, I'm going to be doing my score prediction on my next video. But I'll give you guys one right now also. 2-0 Arsenal. I think it's going to be a clean sheet. We get the win. And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be we score one. We wait the whole game to try to get the second. And eventually we bury the game late. That's how I think it's going to go. What were you guys saying? You guys got anything to say about Arsenal? Because I see everyone's obsessed with Arsenal this international break.
I think it should be an easy win for you lot. Not because it's Fulham, but just because you must win. It's like you have to win this game, bro. Like, especially with us going to play Liverpool on Sunday. I feel like if you was to drop points in this game, you know, the Arsenal fans would be back out again. Complaining about Arteta. And I don't think they want that pressure. I don't think
hunker down.
Bro, Arsenal have the most pressure in Europe, man. I know that.
Oh my! Why do you make these crazy, outlandish statements?
It's not crazy or outlandish.
You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say, man, about Arsenal. I'm just here to watch and see what happens. That's what I'm here. I'm just here to see watch and see. I'm not gonna comment. I'm just gonna watch to see, you know, what they do. It's because that's what it's down to now, man. It's down to you guys doing your jobs, mate. You know what I mean? There's no need for no more commentary needed. Just do the job.
You know what? I like that. And what do you guys think about the guy's take from the Ars vlog, that he's basically saying with all the injuries, Arsenal have not been able to see their best team, and Liverpool with their new signings haven't seen their best team, and with, of course, Manchester City, Marmoush being injured, none of the title teams has actually seen their best team yet.
I mean, that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough, all of that. But I think this is where you need to give credit to your sporting director. You know, he did bring in depth now. That's something, again, he didn't have last season, which I think should be given credit. You should give your sporting director credit for, right? That even though you're losing some of your star players, you still have such good quality in the background to allow you to do what you need.
The strongest team in the league?
Exactly.
Do you know what I was going to say as well, though? Like, some of the games that you lot have won, I wouldn't put that down to injuries, you know what I mean? Because you could have had some players back, but I don't know if you would have won that game the way you did, even with those players back. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? Because even like some of the set pieces you guys have been scoring, like, do you know what I mean? Say if those never went in, would you have blamed the subs? Would you have blamed injuries?
Honestly, everyone would have blamed Arteta.
Yeah, probably.
There's a thin line, right? There's a thin line between success and failure, and when it goes for you, then you know, you celebrate it, and when it goes against you, you go into hiding.
All right. Final thing, since you guys don't seem to really care about this game, Arsenal have 6 out of the 11 most valuable players as per transfer market's values for players in the Premier League. Take it away. Anybody have anything to say?
I mean, seems to be a lack of. There seems to be a lack of Tottenham players in this. I don't know how this is
Who would make
calculated.
it?
I don't know. I think Van de Ven will have a chance maybe in a year or so. I think it's because he's young. The value he'll have should hold up. But yeah, we ain't got to maybe. Nah, we ain't got no £100 million players in our squad at the moment. So this looks about right, to be fair. Rodri, that's a lot of money for Rodri considering his age.
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or, bro.
I get the Van Dawkins, but age and injury.
And he's got 1 year contract.
I was gonna say, like, that's a lot of money. Like, what the hell?
I think, you know what? To me, I don't think, like, if you look at that, I'm looking at Raya, like Raya or Donnarumma. What are we doing here? The guy doesn't even start for bloody.
How old is
Yeah,
Donnarumma?
no, fact.
The guy doesn't even start for bloody Spain. Is a second backup keeper. How can he be a valuable keeper? Like, you think Real Madrid would want to go for Raya? No.
How much did you pay for him?
25 million.
By the way, Real Madrid wanted Raya.
How's Caicedo not in that as well?
They don't want Raya. Oh my God! Please.
Hamza's reaction is priceless,
What
man.
joke is this? David Raya's wanted by Real Madrid. I was gonna say, wow.
Real Madrid were
He's one Raya. Stop selling copium, man.
Wallahi, Real Madrid did inquire.
Raya, who's a second choice keeper for Spain, that Real Madrid go for backup keepers.
Real Madrid,
they go for the creme de la creme. I've never heard of this stuff. Like Raya. Would you Arsenal fans believe this kind of stuff, man?
Let me show you.
Okay, show us. Okay.
Right here. Daily Express.
Daily Express, please. What are we doing here? Bro, this is madness.
You want me to go to Madrid zone?
Bro, no way, David. Why would Real Madrid always go for first choice players? Look, Trent, first choice right back, one of the best right back in the world. They go for Konate, start. But they don't go for bench players. They want Rodri. Why? Because they know he's a Ballon d'Or guy. I've never heard Real Madrid going for a guy. Unless the only guy I know Real Madrid have gone for bad is Gravison and the guy at West Ham. Who's that guy?
Oh, is it Faubert or something?
Faubert.
Yeah.
Faubert that left them, and he was a big shot.
Bro, but I did hear this in the summer that Real Madrid are considering a move for David Raya this summer as part of.
That's the Daily Express again.
No, I can't honestly. You can't be quoting the Daily Express for Real Madrid.
Can you see this? Can you see this? Can we finally put respect on David? Can we acknowledge that David Raya is amongst the best in the league?
No, bro, I don't think he is, man. Because last season when he was making like small mistakes, you lot were calling him out.
No, he was one of our best players last year.
I think Raya.
Bro, do you remember that Bruno free kick? Do you remember that Bruno free kick where like he left half?
Do you also remember the double save to
and
start?
They were going crazy.
Listen,
do you not remember the double save against Bruno?
I think Raya is a good keeper.
Yeah, good. True.
He's a good keeper, but it's like you've got a nice defense. You got a nice back four with centre backs at full back. You got your two DMs. Do you know what I mean? Like it might be a little bit different when you got like half of Spain running through the middle of your pitch. So I think Raya might get a little more exposed at a team like Madrid, but he's a good keeper. I think Madrid want someone big, someone big, strong. Yeah, Raya's only what, 5'10"?
Yep.
He's springy.
And how old is Courtois?
Allow it.
How old is Courtois?
He's getting on a bit. What, 32, 33?
32 is young for keeper.
100%, bro. Even like Raya, the best keeper in the world, back-to-back Golden Gloves, bro.
No, but he's also been injury prone lately. He's 33 and he's been injury prone.
He's very good. Yeah, Raya's very good, to be fair.
David Raya, I think he just turned 29.
Bloody hell.
That is not 29.
30
or something.
The guy's 30, man. He's going to 31 next year. Well, Real Madrid are going to go for 31.
He just turned 30 in September, bro. He turned 30 like 2 He turned 30 last month. Allow it.
Yeah, he's going to be 31. So if Real Madrid are going to go for him, they're going to go for.
He's not going to be 31 for another year. That's how it works.
Raya's 30.
Listen, I just want to say, Golden Glove for the last 2 seasons, one of the most clean sheets in the Champions League.
Oh wow!
Fair play to him.
Yeah, but he hasn't achieved anything. He's not a wow keeper. Alisson's better
Bro,
than him.
I think he's the best keeper.
Alisson is
I
way
think he's
better.
the best keeper Arsenal has had in the Emirates era.
Okay,
And if we win a couple Premier Leagues, he'll go down as Arsenal great.
Arsenal's great. Like
No,
the
not
level of
greatest,
Lehman and David
Not
Seaman.
greatest, not greatest, not lame. He's not
He
lame
would,
enough
he, would,
yet.
he would probably be Arsenal's best keeper for the last 20 years.
20
He's
years.
Lehman. Because
Yes,
you
he's
know,
Lehman. Yeah.
I don't think you realize the threshold right now to become a legend at Arsenal is not that high.
yeah,
because
you've had Chesney. You had what's the name?
for the last 10 years,
His name was-
the last 10 years,
Have
the last 10 years we've been starting.
Aaron, Hamza, what about Aaron Ramsdale?
Aaron Ramsdale. These are the guys.
I'm not gonna lie,
Well, he's right.
Ramsdale was nicking a living, man. At times, he was making too many mistakes.
Shit.
Ray has changed my life.
Arsenal, are you just
Bro, the
gonna
only
check-
decent keeper you lot had is the one you sold to Fulham. What's his name again?
Leno?
Yeah, no, he was decent.
What about Martinez?
Martinez was decent as well. You sold,
Yeah,
bro,
he's-
yeah.
Oh, you're trying to. Why are you trying to take?
Yeah,
You've
you
had-
hated
you've had-
Martinez.
I think Arsenal's always had decent shot stoppers, and I think that's the best way to put it. But I don't think they've ever had
The complete goalkeeper.
yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that. Now let's get to the main course, guys. Main course. Manchester City. We're gonna wait until Vader comes. Let's talk about Liverpool, Manchester United. Hamza, I'm gonna let the Liverpool, Man United guys go
Yes,
first. But I need you to think of what you're gonna say, because sometimes you come out here with some crazy takes. Monta, just keep it balanced, bro. What you saying?
What's that?
I don't know who I'm talking to.
What an intro.
Yo, M, you start, bro. Hamza's gone quiet.
No,
You were asking me. Okay, 1 second. No, I thought I was waiting. Okay. The thing is, I think, listen, Liverpool are under huge pressure because after their losses, yeah, Rax knows that he's under huge pressure. Like, this is the worst United team we've seen. I know people might say last season, but the start that they've had has been appalling. Like, worse than they've had in how many years? I think United have been very, very, very poor. Like, other than beating Chelsea, I don't recall them beating any other. What other team they beat? Okay, Sunderland, Chelsea. Chelsea had 10 men, and that's it. I think they have. I think they've won another game. Is it another game?
Ipswich, I think.
Ipswich are still in the
Was
Premier
it
League.
Ipswich? No, hold on. Sorry.
Hold on.
What
So
am I
they played
talking about?
Sunderland. They beat. What's his
No,
name?
I'm talking about last season. Teams that Amarin's beat, because I've seen a list of teams that he beat.
Burnley
this season. Yeah.
So
Burnley,
they beat
yeah.
Sunderland, Burnley, who are the probably guys who've just come up, and they luckily beat Chelsea because Chelsea were 10 men. If Chelsea were 11 men, I think people believe that Chelsea would have beaten them, 100%.
Yeah.
And even United fans agree. To me, United are not under pressure. To me, United haven't done back-to-back. Their fan base, who have been depressed for many years, United used to be this big club, like, oh, wow, everyone's watching United. United fans are begging to do back-to-back games. That's how bad it is. To get a win for Man United is like, wow. So United have just won against Sunderland. They go into Liverpool. Liverpool being poor. Arne Slot is under pressure. They needed this break. The players are coming from the international, and they're under huge pressure because they have to perform. United players, otherwise, have just won to Sunderland. Their expectation is, let me not just get bad. I don't want to get bad. I'll take a 1-0 loss or 2-0 loss is okay. I know we used to rival about Man United, Liverpool derby, but now that derby is a one-sided derby. Yeah. So United fans are going to there thinking, if we don't get bad, that's not bad. If we draw, that's a major success. If we win,
No, I wouldn't.
Now, Hamza, I was
That's
going to say,
United.
I think.
I don't think
United
that's-
fans are looking
that's
at this
right.
game thinking,
no,
we
United
get
fans don't
something.
believe they're gonna do
Yeah.
that.
I think United fans are looking at this game thinking Liverpool could be lunch.
Yeah. I think it could. Obviously, bro, like Liverpool are not in their best period.
Wait.
It's
Let
still
Jay
Liverpool.
talk about it. We're gonna come to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm saving you guys for
Because
last.
Hamza was cooking. It's just that one bit. It's like Liverpool, United are not looking at this like Liverpool team, and that's what Liverpool want. They want United to come and try and play against them so they can get slapped back down. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what they want to happen. But if United approach this game in the right way, listen, we've seen it. Like, United will be looking at this thinking, you know what, yeah? What are they saying? Kanate might be injured. Alisson is injured. Who else had a strain?
I think so, bro. I think they're going to go with Gomez.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
He pulled out the French team, so possibly. We don't know.
If United win that game, we're talking about some Liverpool fans have called for slow out straight.
Yeah.
They can't afford to lose this game. They've lost to Palace. They've lost to Galatasaray. They've lost to Chelsea. And they're going to play Man United at home. Is it in Anfield or it's in Anfield, yeah?
It's at Anfield.
Yeah, it's at Anfield. The thing is, bro, we haven't won there in quite a bit as well. So you do need to take that into consideration. But
you know what I'm gonna say? I think for me, listen, this is it's either gonna help kickstart Liverpool back into I think the gear they need to get into, or United is gonna Amra's gonna give himself another extra 3 weeks in the job at this rate if he's able to do this against Liverpool. This might keep him for the season. It's because I know United fans love me. You know it is, man. If you beat Liverpool and Anfield and they've not done that in a while.
Oh my god,
hey, man! You know people are going to be saying.
Amram will never leave if they do that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I feel like when it comes to expectations, I don't expect us to win. But if there's ever, a performance or a team to beat to keep him in a job for a few more months, it's this game right here. So the pressure is all on Amarin to win this game. I'll be real. But yeah, it's like I said, Liverpool gives me a little bit of confidence as Liverpool don't look like their normal self. I do feel like there's something to get from the game. Like my brother, I think Hamza said, a draw, I wouldn't be too mad at that, I'll be honest. But we need a win just as much as Liverpool. That's the joke. We actually generally need a win. I think if we lose that
game. Liverpool, are you going to throw the clip at them? Is it going to be Sesko? Is it going to be Sesko, Cunha, and Buemo?
Bro, this manager will probably start Mount over Cunha at this point. I have no idea what this guy's going to do. The jarring thing for me is Bruno and Casemiro in that two-man midfield, which he's going to go with, bro. So I would have liked to see
why not backing them? Listen, I feel like in this game, man, this is where you got to back the manager, man. You got to back the team.
Hamza, Ahmed, you winded me up, bro.
Listen, man, I'm not even trying to wind you up, bro. Listen,
I know what you're trying to do.
Were you backing before the last game?
I was at the home game, bro. I was at Liverpool, man. I was at Liverpool game, bro. You know what I mean? I was there. I was backing the lads, man. You know what I mean? I was there when Esteban scored in front of me, mate. So listen.
No, wait, there was the other guy. What's his name? The other guy, the other Chelsea guy. I can't remember his name.
Joey. Is it my guy Joey?
No, not Joey. Not Joey. Black brother. I think he might have been from.
Yo, what do you think about the new
the American guy?
The American guy. Remember, right? Yeah. He basically said no chance because of Sanchez. And he actually turned out.
What do you think about the new goalie? I seen your fan base is going crazy over catching the ball.
What's that, Lamins? Bro, you can't even let us be happy for a second, can you, bro?
I'm sorry. Enjoy.
No, but hold on. But let me ask you this question, right? Obviously, going into this game, right? United got some decent firepower. They have got some firepower coming into this game, yeah. It's a bit, and I'm trying to think, what's United's record like against Liverpool? It's pretty good under Amarim, isn't it?
What is it? Let me check.
I don't think he's actually. Are you talking about for Manchester United or in general? Like his record?
Under United, United. Amarim.
He lost 3-0 in September last year.
Yeah, he's lost one game against them, from what I think. He's lost one game.
No, that was still Ten Hag.
Was it? I'm sure he played. I'm sure we played them.
You played them once. You played them once. And it was a 2-2 draw.
What, at home? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
At Anfield.
Well, there you go.
This is what
that's what I'm saying. And didn't Maguire have a big chance in the last minute?
Ooh, Vader's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we did. I'm not gonna lie. We do have moments where we can turn the game around, but it's just one of them ones. How consistent can we be in that? I'm going for a draw. I'll be honest with you. I'm going for a draw. I'm not sure what Rack's gonna predict. But But yeah, I think a draw.
Liverpool have to win, surely.
Yeah,
You're right.
we have to win. We need to shake off this poor run that we've been on, and we need to put a performance
games?
in. I think. Do you really need to use your fingers to count?
Nah, it was a joke.
But what I'm saying is
wait till you see the abacus he's got in the back.
Just over there.
Look, the Liverpool Man United games can be unpredictable. Last season, we went to United and won 3-0 early on in the season, and we dominated the league the whole season. And when it came to the home game, we ended up drawing. So these things can happen, but we can't let it happen.
You dominated the league. You sleepwalked the league, yeah.
I mean,
think even that game as well, where you won 3-0, it's like you ran away. Even that game itself, you kind of ran away with that game just through the goals. You didn't have the best of games, but you were so clinical.
I think if I remember correctly, I think we scored relatively early on, and then I think it seemed very easy. Yeah. And so, but then when it came to the home game, this is why United aren't in a good place. United away from home, especially, have been very susceptible this season, and the atmosphere at Anfield is going to be hot because it always is hot. But there's been histories of upsets, right? I remember what's his name, Danny Murphy curling a free kick in the last minute in like the mid 2000s at Old Trafford when United were dominant throughout the league. But we have to win. We have to win. This is a no draw, no lose scenario.
I think Liverpool under pressure, especially, Liverpool could go to that game. Arsenal are 4 points ahead. Man City are already a point ahead. Bournemouth have gone past them, and Tottenham. So they'll be They'll be fifth by Saturday because Crystal Palace and Bournemouth are playing, and both of them are just behind them. So whoever wins goes ahead. Liverpool. So to me, Liverpool might be even fifth coming to that game. So the pressure is a lot on Liverpool, especially the spending. So I don't think.
But Hamza, the thing is, regardless of that. All of that you can.
It's a game.
Yeah, but ultimately we have to win no matter what. So even if all of those teams lose, we still have to win. If all of those teams, we still have to win. I don't think it should affect our game plan or the way we approach the game or any of that kind of stuff because it's non-negotiable.
I think what puts you under pressure. Look at this season, how everyone's got the eyes on you. Look at how much we've got all the eyes on your players. Like the pressure, you're under a lot of pressure compared to any other season you've ever had. People are looking, words, eyes. People just want to see. Please, we need that stinker because we just want that. We're praying for that stinker. I don't know why.
It's because of the money. It's because of the money they spend.
I don't want none of them.
Yeah, I think this guy says it perfect.
12 games.
Because of the money.
Pressure's on Verts and Isak. But you know something? I think this is the kind of game where Slot takes Verts out of the firing line. Maybe even take Isak out of the firing line. You go with you put them both on the bench and you play Ekitike and you play Szoboszlai.
What?
Look at them versus Everton. Their best performance in that first half versus Everton, both Isak and Verts were on the bench.
Whoa.
So let me get this right. So you want them to experiment with their style of play and see. You want them to lose.
No. Everton was their best. Everton's first half was their best performance. One of their better performances in the league.
Right.
And
okay,
I think
but Isak and Ekitike didn't play that game.
Yeah. No coincidence. Their performance is better when they're not playing.
Oh, so you're saying
Rax, you're just gonna sit there.
So you're saying drop Isak. You're saying have 250 million pounds, 250 million pounds of attacking talent sit on the bench. You're saying like
I'm saying he did it before for a Merseyside derby. What's the chances he doesn't do it again for a derby versus Manchester United?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think. I think because if they lose that game and they've benched both of their players, both of Ekitike and Isak, and they lose that game, imagine the pressure then.
I think they're set up tactically better without Isak, without Verts, and without Frimpong in the team. They're better. They're better set up.
Sending shots.
Damn.
They're better with Bradley, Szoboszlai in the 10, and Ekitike has been their best forward.
Yeah,
Ekitike has been their best forward.
So I would start Ekitike.
It does say you need to play FIFA 25 because FIFA.
No, they did this versus Everton. It was the same team. Play Godi Kakpo on the left, play Ekitike up top, play Szoboszlai in the 10, and play Connor Bradley in the right back position. As long as Kanate is back, your team is ready. What did I say? That's wrong.
No, it's not you.
I'm not sitting here saying I think they're all frauds. I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm just simply saying they're probably safer off for picking a team that's familiar.
Can I speak on that?
Very pressure and demanding.
Can I speak on that? And apologies for my tardiness. It's great to see all of you. Normally
it's
we
nice
see
to see
rap.
two Man City fans on
Big out, man. Big out, Rex. I mean,
yeah. Normally the president and vice president aren't supposed to be in the same place at once, but we're gonna let that fly.
Nice.
With regards to Rax,
you mean the professor and the teaching assistant? Is that what you're saying?
The professor and the assistant. Yeah.
I said the professor and the substitute teacher.
I got no problem with that. Sit down, take notes, get your notepad out. But normally we see Rax, eating on stream, comfortable, talking about market is a win. Today he's got to sip, he's got to nurse the drink, calm the nerves, and think about this upcoming game. I think what Igal brings up is kind of wild. In the biggest game where everybody's going to be watching, he said drop the big signings of the summer. And Rax was just sitting there like it was nothing. Rax was like, you know what? That actually, it sounds kind of right. If my best performance was with those two players not in the squad, I'm in shock. I think what Professor mentioned, what Professor mentioned with regards to the pressure on Liverpool, this must win sounds wild to me. It sounds, how is this a must win? Rax, do you honestly believe if you were to drop points that this jeopardizes your title run with what you want to accomplish this year? I don't think so. Why is it a must win?
Not necessarily. I think it's very important to kick our form into gear. Like there have been moments, and we've shown moments where we've been very, very, very good, but they haven't come few. They've been few and far between. And I think this is an opportunity against our biggest rival. Against our biggest rival.
Against this United.
To make a statement to suggest that we are going to be there till the end of this season. Not because United are a great team. I don't think anybody's suggesting that this United is anywhere near some of the great teams of yesteryear. But it's still United. And
so shout out to Jay. This is a statement win. You guys got to win.
Actually, yeah. It was a statement.
So this, I get it. It's United because normally this rivalry's there, but this isn't the standard of what M's accustomed to, right? This isn't the United that he's expecting. But you're talking about a statement win versus this United to give you the form or the momentum or the, I guess, the look of what Liverpool
all great teams can lose the momentum every now and then. And
okay.
I think it's fair to say when you lose 3 games in a row, then we have lost some momentum. But I still see the trajectory of this team being upwards. Not only do I still think we'll win the league, and we have to win the league. There's no excuses.
So would it be fair to say? Would it be fair to say that you just want the result, or are you looking for a performance and the result?
A performance and result.
You want a performance and the result.
Is it outrageous to say dropping those guys might be your best outfit?
I don't. I'm not adverse to dropping Isak or rotating Isak or however you want to put it. No, but that's fine.
That's crazy.
I would, to be fair, I would actually like to see a formation. I like Gakpo. Gakpo has been a very good signing for us. I've been a Gakpo backer since he joined the club.
You're one of the few, right?
But I would like. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think a lot of Liverpool fans like Gakpo, and I think he was very good.
A lot of people want him dropped and are thinking of putting Ekitike out there at left wing.
No, but I would like to see that, to see how that pans out, because I think that, look, right now, form-wise, Isak has shown, the form Isak has shown is not
It's not 125. It's not
No.
125 worth.
But if he is playing to his maximum, and Ekitike is playing to his maximum, I think Isak is a better player at the moment. But I think Isak, I think Ekitike on the left. I think that's, especially if he's playing as well, and he's played exceptionally well since he's joined us. I think that might be an interesting tweak, and it may work and it may not. But I want to see it. I want to try it.
If Arnie drops Isak and Wirtz, and you guys have the form that you're looking for, that raises so many more questions. I know you're going to get the result that you want. Yeah. It's going to be questionable on whether you get the form that you want, because you're getting the form that you want without those two players. But that's going to raise a whole nother bag of questions.
Imagine if you dropped Haaland to Alvarez when Alvarez was in form. Preposterous. It would be
crazy.
Preposterous.
It would be ridiculous.
Like, if you give Isak the number one striker status, and if you're shook, that he's not going to be able to deliver, that's being shook. There's no.
That's different though, because because Haaland, you wouldn't have done it if Haaland had joined Man City. And at the same time as Alvarez joined Man City, and Alvarez, and I know, but let me finish what I'm saying. But then Alvarez hit the ground running, and Haaland was a little bit slow to hit. It wouldn't be outrageous. Everybody would be outrageous. Everybody had seen what Haaland could do at Dortmund. Haaland's ceiling, I think, is high. Was always going to be higher than Alvarez. But in the short term, the most important thing is to win an individual game. So it wouldn't have been outrageous.
Yes, it would have been outrageous, Rax. What are we doing here?
Not if Haaland wasn't scoring, or Haaland had just joined and was not match fit and was not ready to start. I don't see why. You need to take each game on its own merits, and you take each player on his own merits.
Because he's in the Premier League.
Is Isak in top form right now?
Well, no, but apparently he's world class, bro. You spent quite a lot of money on him, so at this point,
is anyone saying that he's not world class? But sometimes world class, it takes a bit of time to get up to speed.
No, I think it's the money.
I think people are less patient as well, because he's sorry.
People are
expecting it to just happen right away. Whereas
that's fair. People do expect it, but sometimes the reality is different. I agree.
And the fact that Isak is playing.
But this is also why I say. Regardless of Isak, regardless of it, we have to win the league. There were no excuses.
Okay, but hey, you need to win.
There is one big excuse that's being said. A lot of people are excusing Liverpool because they're in a transition season.
People can say that. Even if we're in transition, we have to win the league. Transitions.
Grenading was so unnecessary. I'm just gonna say, you bought Isak, yeah. Isak has scored 20 goals in each of the last 2 seasons. Isak is Prem proven, yeah. You spent 120 million pounds on the player when you'd already spent 80 million pounds. Sorry, 130. Thanks, Professor. 130 on a player when you just
125.
Come on. 150 million euros. Let's make it.
I was about to say euros or pounds.
Viewers could be from anywhere. $165 million.
Hamza, tell me this and take the baton from me. Isak is the Premier League's record transfer, and Rax is talking about squad rotation. Rax is talking about squad rotation on the Prem's most expensive player ever. Hamza, the baton is yours.
I think the thing is, no one's giving him time because he's played in the Premier League.
That's fine.
Liverpool, I said it before. I think Liverpool went there with the intention of signing Ekitike and promise Ekitike that he will be the main striker. Because I believe there's no way if I'm Ekitike, like I'm starting at Frankfurt, World Cup is coming this year, I'm going to be agreeing to be a bench player for Liverpool. I prefer to go to be a star. I'm 22 years old. I have to be playing games. I'm not here to go bench. So Ekitike is coming to Liverpool. He's scoring.
Hamza. Hamza, you're guessing. That's a guess, right? You don't know that.
No, there's no way that Ekitike, a 22-year-old.
No, but there's no way. But you're guessing it, right?
Okay, let's be honest. He's a starter. Let's be honest. Ekitike is if you guys are footballer, 22 years old, there's a World Cup coming up this year. Would you want to be in the bench for Liverpool?
This is Liverpool Football Club.
No, but they did just win the
Liverpool
Premier League,
Club.
bro. They did just win the Premier League. At that point, you don't just expect him to just come in and be the main guy. So of course, bro, you know what? He might have actually struggled if it was just him. So maybe it is a good thing that you've got two strikers.
Look at Alvarez.
If Ekitike wasn't performing, you could just play. The problem is, it's because you brought in Isak for such a high price, but Ekitike is going to struggle now as well.
Hamza, the Alvarez example is a prime example, right? He came in the same time as Haaland.
The problem is Alvarez was an 19-year-old player. He came in from Argentina, Buenos Aires. City signed him for 10 million. Didn't sign him for like a 90 million euros like Ekitike. And Isaac was 150. Haaland was 50 million. And when you bought Alvarez, people ask you who the hell is this guy?
Hamza, what was Haaland? You signed Haaland on through a release clause, right? His value on the open market back then was 150 million. If he didn't have a release clause, his cost would have been 150 million. The pressure wasn't less from him because he bought for 50 million.
No,
because it was a release clause.
No, but
he was still held at that high level. The esteem with which he was held was still higher.
Alvarez was not a guy who was playing at Europe. He was not playing on the top league. He was a young kid. Never even played for Argentina. Never. And City gave him that chance. Took him as a player, as a backup. He agreed. Ekitike is a starter for Frankfurt, main guy at Frankfurt in German Bundesliga. He was linked to be a starter at Newcastle. But guess what? He chose, because I believe there's no way World Cup year, his dream is to play for
Hamza, when you say, oh, it's amazing, he was a starter for Frankfurt.
He put up his shirt for a reason.
What is the equivalent of Frankfurt in the Premier League? Would you say, oh, it's amazing, he was a starter for Bournemouth? No, you wouldn't. Or a starter for...
Wow.
When the guy went like this and put up his shirt, I knew he was telling them, I'm him.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know what the worst thing, yeah? These guys, yeah, the way he took off his shirt against Southampton, we'll talk about himself. The way he took off his shirt, like doing a Aguero moment in front of the court and he's on Southampton in a Carling Cup in 4th round. I said, hey, this is either shameless or the guy's upset. And there's no way you're doing a Aguero moment against Southampton, Carling Cup 4th round. No one takes off their shirt. Going on.
It's true.
To get sent off. That's shameless.
It's true, Rax. It's true. Think about it,
He
Rax.
didn't know what he was doing. He's kind of young.
His head was lost.
But one second. Let me just take a second. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to AMT for the super chat. He says, last season, leopard in the tree, but now you see how super defensive Liverpool fans are when they're the favorites.
They are very.
Are we defensive? I've said we have to win the league.
Very sensitive this season.
We have to win the league. There's no excuses. We have to win the league. If we don't win the league, if we don't win the league, it's a failure.
Did you see what happened on Twitter?
How is that defensive?
Rats, you don't need to. You don't like. I hear what you're saying, but this is what I made the point when I said Arsenal should be the favourites, because look at what you don't know the level. Because you don't know the level of some of these players that you've got. Like some of these players, like you've just said, you're trying to justify why. If I told you 3 weeks ago that in 3 weeks, Rax, you're going to be saying that Alexander Isak shouldn't be starting, you would be like, no. What do you mean?
You know why I would stick to, as a manager, you have to look at each individual fixture and you have to put out, obviously take into context other things, but the best team or the team that you think can win the game, right? If he thinks that putting Ekitike up front and putting Isak on the bench is the best way to win the game, that's what you have to do. I don't see an issue with that.
But hold on. Aren't
the opposite to that would be putting out a team that you don't think is good enough to win it, which obviously makes no sense whatsoever.
So you got no issue with him not starting Chiesa then?
I think eventually Isak will become the number one striker. I don't.
Eventually, Mazda, the Premier League record striker, needs to fight for his shirt.
Eventually. No, that's shameless. That's shameless. You have to be, once you bought for that man, especially is he 26, 27 years old?
26.
He hasn't.
26.
So he hasn't got time to be given. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no patience of it.
150 million. You got 3-4 years to deliver that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like strikers don't play at top level at 32. They retire. Once they reach that 30, you think, that's it, man.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think if the season goes poorly, do you think Liverpool sell one of them next season? No banks.
Yeah, I believe what I think is going.
Someone's gonna ask to go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's very, very few teams that can pay that kind of money, right?
They're in all the competitions.
Someone might. I don't think Isak would go. Someone would have to pay an astronomical amount of money to pay.
I said go.
If Ekitike.
No, Ekitike is gone.
But who's got the money to pay? Who's got the money? Like, how much would it cost? Assuming he has a good season. If he has a poor season, obviously it's a different story.
Liverpool a selling club, though.
Of course they are.
Again, I don't.
Of course they are.
No, but they don't sell a player when he's good, bro.
If we sell but get better, I don't care. I'm not player FC. If we sell it and get better, I don't care.
Raps, because this is the argument you guys were justifying when you were selling Nunes and Diaz off and getting rid of all your pressing energy and stuff. You're like, the team will be better. The team will be better. And now we're 70 games in, and you're wondering,
okay, but Nunes
record striker. Okay,
no, would they be better right now?
No, but 1 minute. Okay, let's talk about those two. Nunes, everybody knows that Nunes wasn't good enough, right? Okay. So at the very least, you can put Nunes to the side because either way, he was not really going to do it. He was not going to affect us in a material way this season.
Okay,
would we have been better off keeping? Does anyone think we would have been better off keeping Nunes?
I would have had a runner that could do
You're talking about one quality. As overall, because ultimately over the course of the season, would we have been? Okay, the real argument is Diaz, right? Now Diaz, even though he came to us as a left winger, he played the majority of last season as a false nine, as a forward, right? And he gave us something interesting. The link up between him and Cody Gakpo was decent. He performed that well.
Yeah, he did his part like Mane did.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we're going to discuss it properly, then I don't think there's no real point discussing Nunes because Nunes just wasn't good enough anyway.
Nunes was a flop. Nunes was a flop.
I'm willing to hear about Diaz.
I want to ask a question though. Why do you think then? This is a question for me. Why do you think Nunes looked a lot more effective? Like, I'm not saying that obviously he wasn't effective. Obviously, putting the ball at the back of the net, but in terms of the other stuff that he was doing, in terms of his at least his connection with his other teammates, he was a lot more. You were able to get a lot more out of him in all those other aspects. Why do you think that is? I think okay. I didn't see anything. The reason why I say that is because listen, don't get it twisted. Nunes definitely was not good, right? But the one thing I think Ekitike has this as well. I think his movement off the ball, right, where he's able to get into space and stuff like that. I think Nunes was very good at doing that. His issue was then.
Is he Liverpool's biggest flop?
Who? Nunes.
Naby Keita?
Keita's the big
Naby Keita is too strong of a case, I'm afraid. Yeah,
Naby Keita Champions League final skied it on the final shot.
It's not even just that. It's just, I think Naby Keita, the price you brought him for,
Nunes was big money though. Nunes was big money.
Look, there's
Before Hoyland and Holland, it was Nunes and Holland.
No, but as a pure financial transaction, we bought Naby Keita for 54 million, or so, I think it was 60 million euros, and he'd end up leaving on a free, right? Yeah. The thing is, during the period where we had him, we obviously won silverware, so it mitigates that situation. Nunes. And there were flashes. Nunes never really proved it for Liverpool.
Nunes was what, 85?
85 million pounds, yeah.
Let me just.
Nunes won you games. That won you the league.
Before you go, this is.
Did he really win us that many games? How many games did he win us?
They could have won more with Nunes.
I'm just going to say, I'm just gonna say quickly. My issue was when Jota died. I am amazed that Liverpool didn't give Diaz a new contract. Amazed because straight away I was like, that's too much disruption. As soon as you were losing two, and then they lost Nunes as well. So you lose the two South Americans and you lose the Portuguese passion. And it's like, I'm telling you, yeah, that energy level, both from an emotional.
But nobody knows how to act in that situation. Like RP.
But also
nobody knows how to deal with that.
One sec.
One
sec. Let me just land the point because I'm just basically saying that in relation to that, I'm saying so now you have Diaz as a false nine, yeah, false nine, but you now have players in Isak who wants to score, so you've got a different dynamic. So you got two people that want to score, yeah. You lose Trent in ball progression, so you've lost 4 starters, arguably 3 starters, definitely 4 starters on a game-by-game basis. You replace them with 2 players who've never played in the league before, 2 players in the same position. And I'm like, the squad building was nuts. And I said this, that's why Arsenal should be favourites, because Liverpool's squad building is you've lost. Gakpo as well now knows his place is guaranteed. Last season, he had to play lights out, otherwise Diaz would take his spot. To me, I'm just saying now, the Diaz sale, and you see what's happened to Bayern by getting Diaz. Look at the level up that Diaz has given them in terms of energy.
Yeah, but Vincent Kompany's coaching him up too. You can't.
Did Diaz want to leave?
Come on.
Diaz wanted to leave.
Diaz's head was turned by Bayern.
Don't do that, Rax.
Look, I don't really pay that much attention to Diaz's impact at Bayern because
he's playing nuts.
He's an amazing.
He's going to Germany, and it's easier for him in Germany.
Wow.
Oh, it is. But does anyone dispute that? It is easy.
So it's about words the same thing. Words the same thing. 2 years.
No, but Wirtz is coming to a harder league.
They're all around me.
No, but I'm saying that
Wirtz is playing in a harder league.
No, but he played.
Yeah,
no, but where he was playing, where he was judged.
As to why
we rate him so high.
Yeah. I mean, but he to be clear, he was the best player in Germany.
Yeah, but
the best player in a whole country.
I'm
the top 5 leagues.
I'm the most handsome man in my house.
Havertz, before he joined Chelsea, was one of the best players in Germany.
See. You see that straw man? You see that straw man? Are you familiar with the term straw man? I said the best. Not one of the best, the best.
Havertz's numbers at Leverkusen before he left.
Say it again, one of the best. Say one of the best. Say one of the best.
The thing is, though,
play with numbers.
I'm gonna back here. I'm gonna back here
because
I'm sorry. I can't.
Listen, I want to hear from the German football expert. I want to hear from the German football expert.
I was gonna just say quickly. I was just gonna say no. Like, if we're being fair, a lot of Bayer Leverkusen fans genuinely would say at the time when we bought Havertz, and this is no joke, they were more interested in Wirtz. They were saying he's gonna be the better player, and he did become the better player for them. He won them a title. If we're being fair to them now,
but it's easier over there.
I'm gonna back Rack here. Yeah, I think we put Rack into a nice little tidy corner today. You know what I mean? Everything like that.
Listen, man. I can do this for another hour easily. No sweat.
All right, guys. You know the funny thing is, nobody cares about United anymore. It's like
I think for me, I was just gonna say really quickly, Gal. I just think
that's deep.
If I'm Liverpool,
you need us. You need us to beat Liverpool, actually.
Bro, you guys are playing Monday nights because they need some drama on Monday. Every Monday.
If I'm Liverpool, if I'm Liverpool right now, I
match prediction, bro. Let's move on.
Before, I'm gonna say this quickly. If I'm Liverpool, I need to find a way to win. Right now, it's just about finding a way to win and just find a method to the madness. And then we have to think about integration at a point in time. So
let's rip the bandage. I'm gonna start it off 1-1 draw. What are you guys saying?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna back Liverpool here. I'm gonna say 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Jay.
Man, Liverpool aren't as bad as obviously we're caricaturing them in terms of how they are as a team. At home against United, they should still have too much for them. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. No, I'm probably going to go 2-2.
Rack?
I think it's going to be a convincing performance and we'll win 2-0.
2-0. Hamza.
I always get it wrong, so I'll say Liverpool 2-0.
And then Vader,
so,
come back, Vader, come back. We need you.
Who predicted a draw?
Vader, you there? Vader, going once, going twice. All right, sold to the nearest man. Anyone want to take Vader's pick?
Take Vader's pick.
I think that's how it works.
so next week, all right, Vader, we're gonna call you because
Vader, what's your pick for this game, man?
Oh, this game. I mean, all eyes are going to be on this game. It's like Rack said, and I have to agree because
the biggest game in English football.
It has to be a must win, especially the pressure that Arsenal's going to put on by winning their games. I mean, I'm really hoping for City to get a win as well. So the pressure. I think they draw points. I think this is going to be a 2-2.
Yes, go on, Vader.
Vader the hater is back.
All right, let's talk about City. And if Ahmed or anybody needs to drop out, please let me know whenever if you need to go. I know we're gone way over an hour and a half. But Vader, your boy, your blue brother in Hamza, on a previous show said to me he doesn't think City's ready this season, and he's worried because you guys are 1 or 2 injuries away from being in the same situation you were last season. Do you echo those concerns?
I share in Professor's concerns. Like there's a few things that we're not fully equipped with to really make this a, we got this locked up. We can talk with mad confidence with regards to this title race. There's a reason why we're 3rd, 4th favorites, and it's for a lot of those factors, right? You look at the squad that Arsenal have, you look at the team that won last season and the investment that Rax has, and then you look at us also trying to keep up with the World Cup winners with regards to Chelsea. I think we have a good 11, but like we've had to manage these past few games with no Marmoush, no Shirky, even with Rodri in and out of the lineup, Nori, these are all players that we missed out having, and we're still getting some results. I still got a manager that's making it work with no proper right back. Mateus Nunes, he's a midfielder playing right back. He's got my academy player, who's a midfielder playing left back. We are a few key players away from actually this being another disaster season. And I'm not wishing that on us, obviously not. But if I just went without Marmoush, and if I happen to have a spell where I don't have Haaland, I think I don't have this consistency either. Like this, Haaland is at another level, guys. He's at another level where he's like, you know what, players aren't available. Let me make sure I contribute. And he contributes by delivering goals. We don't have the depth, but I'm still confident that my manager is going to try. He's the most experienced to know how to navigate these international breaks, get the rotation that's needed so we can maybe be a lot fresher at the end of the season to try to make a late run to try to get this title. But yeah, we're 3rd, 4th favorites, and I'm not going to change that as of right now. I need everybody healthy. We know that. We need everybody healthy.
Do me a favor, guys. Please all hit the like button right now. It's absolutely free. And how on earth have we gone over an hour and a half and we're not even on 100 likes? It's embarrassing. Please do like the video. It takes 2 seconds. Hamza, take it away. City play this weekend against Everton, a team that beat you guys or dropped. No, you drew against them last season, right?
We drew. No, we beat them. I think we beat them.
No, you drew.
We drew the season before that. Did you draw again?
No, last season you drew against them.
Who scored?
It was 1-1, right?
At the start, early in the season, but late in the season we won.
No, it was late in the season when you guys kept dropping points. You drew to them last season.
Oh.
I do remember
a year ground. You drew to them year ground 1-1 in December. Remember?
Yeah, December. Yeah. We drew.
And then you beat them. And then you beat
them.
Had
chances to finish. Yeah. Everton's always like a tough game for us. Like the one time they came with that guy, what's the name? And they beat us. No, they drew 1-1 again. Before that, 2 years ago, when we won the treble. They caused us an upset.
Murray Gray.
The Murray Gray. Yeah, that year. Oh my God, we had all the chances to finish them up, and they just.
And last year, Njai did it.
Yeah, one shot they scored.
No
And
Grealish to face this season. You ain't got Grealish facing me.
But Grealish is going to be missing that game. He's not allowed to.
That's
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna be facing Grealish. Like, so who's been their informed guy?
Bro, don't worry. You got Shrewsbury Hall.
Shout out to my boy.
I'm expecting an easy win, man. For City. I know. Veta said that you're struggling with consistency, but like you said, you're trying to bridge that gap. I feel like this could be the game. This could be the game you turn it around, bro.
Yeah, I think this is the game. We have to win this game. We have to win this game. We're at home. We've come from Brentford with a 1-0 win. We're playing more confident. Our players are coming back. I don't know whether Cherky will be fit. We know Rodri is missing. The key thing is that
what went to Rodri?
Wait, what happened? Yeah,
hamstring.
Oh, again.
4 weeks.
Not his hamstring, but that's not too bad.
4 weeks. So he's
can Kovacic hold it down? We'll find out.
Just come back from injury. He's not even had much fitness. So it's going to be Nico G and Reinders again. So I think City can win that game. I'm positive. We have to win that game. No questions about it.
David Moyes is a very, very good manager at setting up defensive shaped teams and messing up teams flows. If you guys concede, it could be a long night.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to beat them. I think it's going to be a tough game. I understand what your concern is, but
the matchup of the night is Tarkowski versus.
I think Haaland is on form. Haaland is on form now at the moment. There's no player you don't want to face is Mbappe and Haaland because they're scoring goals.
And Kane.
And Harry Kane. So
it's easier. It's easier.
I'll just keep feeding Haaland. Feed Haaland and you score. That's
you know what? It's actually harder in La Liga to score goals than it is in the Premier League.
I'm not too sure about that one. I'm not really too sure.
Is everything okay at home, Miguel?
I'm just saying, Alexander Isak comes over from La Liga. Look at what he does. Same thing with a lot of players who come over from La Liga.
So what about Iago Aspas, who scored every season?
You do realize
Isak scored 0 goals here and went there. La Liga is an easy league.
I'm not pretending La Liga is an easy league or anything, but like he 10 goals, 17 goals,
15 assists.
He scored 17 goals in his first season in La Liga, by the way. So like
Savinho was 10 goals, 11 goals.
Bro, hey, remember man like Yanazar? He's still doing bits in the Liga, bro.
You know, by the way, let me even give you a one thing. Alexander Solov. Alexander Solov flopped at Crystal Palace, flopped in the Premier League, and is now like and was able to be the top scorer.
Unpopular opinion.
Anti Cazorla is still
Is that what we're calling him now? Is that what we're calling wrong opinions unpopular? Is that what we're saying?
No, it's unpopular for a reason.
Artem Dobrik here. Dobrik is the.
Look at Coutinho. Look at a bunch of these guys who left.
Anthony's a good one.
Anthony went there and they nearly built a statue for him in Seville.
No, but it also depends what club you go to. Certain clubs are just starving for talent.
Unpopular opinion is the best.
I like that.
I think La Liga is tough.
It's unpopular because it's terrible.
Hey, long story short, City are gonna probably beat Everton. What's the score gonna be, guys?
3-0 City.
I'm gonna check what the supercomputer says. The supercomputer says
Probably
City's gonna win 3-1.
3-1.
Home. See you at home.
Yeah.
And Grealish can't play, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's undone. Can I say that loan stuff is really stupid, bro. They don't do that in any of the league.
You know what? It's a choice because Spurs, we had a player at Doncaster on loan, and we let him play. So
but it's not a choice in the Premier League. It ruins the integrity.
Yeah, it's not a choice in the Premier League.
How would it ruin the integrity? Because he's playing
it potentially ruins the integrity. It doesn't have to.
It potentially does, yes, because they still technically own you and employ you.
Hey, just
As
add another
Manchester
charge.
City?
Just add another
No,
charge.
no. As Manchester City, we're not risking any of that. We're not risking any of that.
I hear it. Because you know he's going to want to actually perform.
Do you remember when Courtois played against Chelsea and knocked him out in the Champions League? That was a mad one.
I would say
that was a good time.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here, boys. What's your scoreline, Vader?
If the supercomputer said 3-1, that's actually the scoreline I had in my head as well. We score first, they draw, and then we score 2.
The supercomputer also has Arsenal winning the league by 44%.
Okay.
He must have a virus.
Then City can be an upset. Malware.
Wow. Same shit that room back in the computer.
Delivery makes it laugh even more. Anyways,
have you renewed
what you saying?
Igawa hasn't renewed they haven't renewed their subscription, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. We all saw what happened to McAfee.
Yeah.
Well, I had NordVPN. Anyway,
What's that?
we need that. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. Big up everyone who's watching. Hamza's gotta go. Everyone's gotta go. It's been a busy day. Enjoy yourselves. We won't be back until after the Arsenal game on Saturday, and then Sunday we'll be back with another show. Hopefully the panelists can make it. Big up everyone who's joined us. Shout out to all the people who couldn't make it also, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redirect Ahmed. You going live? Vader, anyone going live?
Not tonight,
let me check.
Shout out to OK Jersey. Get your jersey with the girl.
Of course. Shout out to OK Jersey, guys. Go make sure you guys.
Of course. My sponsor.
I wasn't done. Last thing. Who has the best vibes and the worst vibes in the Premier League right now?
I think Crystal Palace must have pretty good vibes.
It's got to be that they've got to have the best vibes, man.
Until Mateta came out and ruined it all with his jibes.
Hey, man, no more laughing.
Do you have an opinion on this, by the way? On the Mateta Zaha thing, do you have an opinion?
Yes, yeah, you.
Is that me?
Wait,
yeah,
you're asking? Oh,
we're asking you, Vader.
No. So, I don't like things leaking out like that, to be honest with you. I really feel amongst teammates that shouldn't go down. So I'm against it.
But what do you think from how it came out and stuff? Yeah, Mateta clearly felt a type of way about.
Yes, but this is just it. You know, because so for example, with us being on a panel or whatever, I would rather us wait till the show's done. Talk backstage and address it than to do it publicly the way it kind of played out. Even if you feel ways.
Opinion, I think he just said it as a throwaway comment, no malicious intent. Just like some guys on my way here. Some people used to make jokes. Now I look back and I'm like, you know what? That made me better.
But he didn't say that again. You paraphrased.
Yeah,
he said,
didn't say it like that.
All he said was like, these men were laughing at me, yeah, and I hear it, and I feel like, for me, I think it paints Zaha in the light that Mateta wanted to paint him, yeah, and he wanted to paint him as somebody that laughed at a 24-year-old player coming over from France, saying he wants to play for the national team, and you, as a rotation club captain, laughed at me, yeah. That's what it's giving to me. And Zaha's reaction makes me think he definitely did that shit. Because Zaha's reaction was not, you know what? I didn't think you had it in you, and you did. Or, listen, like, going from where he was to where he is, it was a big step. You know, he said other people were laughing. It wasn't just me. There was a group of 10 people, and you circled me out. In no way are you then saying that what you said was wrong, or you're not saying that you didn't say it. You're saying other people said it. And to me, that's the biggest red flag of this whole situation, is that it makes me feel the nature of it and the context of it definitely wasn't a joke to Mateta.
No, not at all.
You know what? Shout out Mateta. And hopefully Zaha just learns to just stay out of stuff, because people would have forgot by tomorrow. Like, I don't know.
I'd already forgotten until he brought it back up.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out Nicolas Pepe. Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys on the next one.
What did Nicolas Pepe do?
Nothing.